Welcome back to another week of M3 Merge Ministry Mostly. Once again, I'm Daniel Cook.
And I'm Luke.
And we are back.
Never say my last name.
I'm Luke. Past 2 weeks, we have had interviewees, I guess it was.
I think you're supposed to call them guests.
Guest. We had some guests join us.
Interviewee makes it sound too formal. We are not formal.
No, we are not. But they came on. Justin Williams first week.
Oh, yeah.
Levi was last week.
For sure.
So this week is just us again. So if you like that, great. If you don't, then come join us.
And, send us an email. Let us know.
Right. Speaking of email, we have received an email.
I'm not real excited about this one.
Well,
all I know was I was told that an email was sent, but you hadn't let me read it yet.
Yes, because I was on a cruise last week, so we kind of got off. But also, this email comes from a couple of podcasts ago. So different people have picked up at different times. So they're not necessarily on the same week that we're on type thing. So this one is about one from a while back. So the email, I'm just going to read it. I don't think it'll be too difficult to figure out who it is from. So here we go. The individual, this email, will say the name at the end. Call me a hater for being 3 episodes behind. That's fine. I'm catching up. Not a hater. You're just a little slow.
Yeah, I was a hater. I was a hater. That was directly.
That
at
was
Luke.
to you?
Yeah, no doubt.
I need the world to know that Luke Wilson's siblings, or at least specifically this sibling, do not, I repeat, do not have the same hygiene. I'm clean because I use a rag, and I use a new towel every time I shower. Now, that's a lot.
That's a lot, bro.
That is a lot.
When I was telling my wife what my sister was roasting me for at my mom and dad's house, like as in front of the family, like, and I'm telling her, I don't remember if she was not there, or if she just wasn't in the room or whatever. I was telling Joe what Carly Ray was saying. Oops.
It's Carly Ray, by the way.
It is my sister, Carly Ray. And she was like, does she do laundry like every single day? How many towels does she have?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of towels.
Because she also has 4 kids.
Yeah.
So 4 kids' clothes, and then a towel every
single day.
I don't know. That's a lot. That's a little much.
That's a
you
lot.
can use a towel more than one time. So,
Yeah.
but anyway,
That's a lot.
she uses a towel, and it's like bold, capitalized every time I shower.
Look, I recognized I admitted that a month is too long. Like, I got that. Like, I was honest about that, and I recognize that that's gross. But you calling me, it wasn't gross that I do it. I don't use a towel every single time I shower.
Yeah, that is a little much. But then she says, and I wash my back and my feet every single time. Y'all nasty.
I do wash my feet. I don't wash my back. All right. With your right hand, touch your right shoulder.
I can't. I had surgery.
Okay, use your left hand. But you can do it there.
I can
All right,
do
what
it
about
there.
from the front? See, I can't do that.
See, I can do that. I can't do it as much over there.
Look, I can't.
Yeah,
and I
you
definitely
can't.
can't from here. So you think I can wash my back? I can't even touch my shoulder.
Yeah, I can't. And my
If you tell me to touch my right shoulder, my left shoulder, I got to do it with my right hand.
right,
Right shoulder, left hand. I can't.
yeah, I can't reach up my back
I
with
got
my right
problems.
arm. Rotator cuff surgery.
And I
kinda
ain't
got
have
me.
no shoulder surgery.
You
I
you
just tight as
tight.
crap.
So, she said we're nasty, and then she said, and because Luke already said, "Have you ever smelled me?" Doesn't mean you're clean. What? After I cook, she keeps going. After I cook, my pan looks clean when nothing sticks, but it's still dirty.
She's saying you got to scrub.
I also make my bed every day. I don't know who raised him. So, yes, this is Carly Ray, Luke's younger sister,
Yeah.
who decided to let everybody know that He's nasty. A towel every time you shower. That's a lot. I wouldn't want to do that much laundry.
I think that's a bad look on you more than it is on me. That's a lot, man.
Are you that nasty that you have to use a towel
that's what it
all
is.
the time?
That's what it is.
No, that's good. Thanks for the email, letting us know that you were raised different. But also, she's the third child. You were the second. Like the second child, you just kind of
don't nobody care about the middle child.
Nah, not at all.
Not
like
at all.
The first child, they watch and all that, but then the second one, they more worried about the first one than you, and they just kind of let you.
And then the third one comes along, and nobody cares about the first or second anymore.
That's right. Then the third one is the favorite.
The last one is the one that gets all the attention.
That's right.
Look, I love my mama. Okay, I love my mama. She was roasting me about not washing my back too.
See, I can't. Like, I don't wash my back. Like,
look,
I
they
can't.
asked me. They asked when you get out of the shower, you dry off and you put your T-shirt on. He was like, "Does your T-shirt get wet?" I said, "No." He was like, "So how do you dry your back off?" I was like, "Well, I'll take the ends of the towel."
Right, that's a big towel.
Yeah, and so my daddy was like, "It's the same thing with a wash rag." I said, "What kind of wash rag you think I can put a wash rag in?"
that's a little bitty. I don't.
And
how
my
you
mom
do
was
that?
like, "We do have jumbo wash rags." I was like, "It would take that for me,
It must
daggum.
be.
Ain't no way I could use a little wash rag wash my back. Get
Yeah.
out of here."
Yeah, I can't wash it. I can't do the whole back thing. Now, there's a loofah. I guess it's a loofah. That's about probably 2 foot long, and it has strings on each side of it that you can use. We had one. I think we bought one of the kids one for Christmas. Never used it.
Yeah, I'm out, man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like, and let's just say, your back's dirty, or you have something on it. You ain't never gonna see it.
I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it.
I don't know what's back there.
I don't see the hair on my back. I don't see none of that. It don't bother me
It
at
don't
all.
bother me at all. So probably a little bit more information than you were bargaining
Yeah,
for.
sorry.
Well, you can if
That's
you have
typically what people get with me.
if you have opinion or thoughts or critiques or anything, you can always email us mergeministries12@gmail.com to let us know how you feel. We are quickly approaching camp.
Oh yeah,
Kids camp is less than a month away.
no doubt.
If you are listening to the podcast,
Getting real quick.
it's getting real quick. As we approach these final weeks, there are a lot of things that we have to buy, props, books, T-shirts. So if you would like to support what we got going on, you can look at the website. Gives you ways you can donate. We have an Amazon wish list out there that you can purchase stuff. So
Easiest way to get to that would probably be from Facebook.
right,
Just look
Merge
up
Summer Camp.
Summer Camp.
Yep.
Not Merge Ministries. Merge Summer Camp.
Merge Summer Camp, and you can find that there. So even if you can't come, we do. Hopefully, you are praying for us and what's going to happen. But we always could use the help, kind of last final push
Yeah.
to get us ready for camp. And speaking of camp, a couple of weeks ago, we did a podcast on the types of leaders you see at camp.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, nobody commented on
No
that.
feedback from that one. I was kind of expecting to get some hate mail on that one.
I did too. I thought somebody, but the thing was, if you want to go back and listen to it, all the styles of leaders are necessary.
They are. And everybody can't be each of those things.
Right.
Like you can't have one leader that is all of those things, or they'd be schizophrenic. Like, it wouldn't work
You
out.
wanna know
well.
what you're getting.
Yeah, what is happening right now? But they are all necessary at times. And part of the point of the episode, we talked about what the ideal leader is, but
Right.
also in the one that's coming to my mind is the I forget what we call it, like the mother
Duckling.
duckling, yeah.
The little ducklings.
Little duckling. Like getting everybody lined up in a row, whatever. As long as you know your role and you execute your role when it's needed,
Right.
perfect, baby. The mother duckling, if one of the kids we're going to talk about here, if they had this leader, they wouldn't be this kid.
Right. So the kids need the different leaders at times. Camp needs different leaders at times. So today we're going to look at the types of students
Yeah.
we see at camp, and this will kind of could bounce back and forth from kids to youth a little bit, but also still most of them are the same.
It's pretty much all camps. Yeah, any camp you go to, you got these guys here.
So this is what we have seen over the years of taking our groups to camp and also doing camp. So once again, not downing on anybody, not like making fun of somebody, making fun of somebody. But these are the type of kids that we see at camp. And the first one is I don't want to. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go play games. I don't want to go hang out. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to eat. I don't want to do anything. The pros of that is they'll not get hurt.
They ain't gonna get hurt, man.
Nothing's gonna happen to that kid.
They are gonna come home safely.
That's right. The con to that is you ain't gonna have no fun.
No fun.
Like, how do you go to camp and all you do is sit there and go, I don't want to do that.
I remember our first year at Shaco with youth. There was I think it was 3 girls in one. They all were in one small group. And when it came to rec, they just were done.
Yeah.
Like, it's hot, and they were out.
Right.
So we had a tent set up with the water under there. I mean, it is hot outside.
Right.
Like, I'll give them that. It is hot. But you're kids. Like, go daggum play, man.
Right.
Like, why are we sitting here like a bump on a log? And so we got the tent under there, and some of the adults that their role is, kind of the in-between games. They're not actually doing a whole lot in the middle of games. They got their chairs set up under the tent,
Right.
Well, my wife was one of those leaders. She leaves in the middle of it to go film some stuff or whatever, and comes back, and this girl's sitting in her chair, and she's like, you know what? Like, I ain't gonna trip. Like, it is no big deal. Girl sitting there, they rotate, go to the next one, and she looks down, and Shawty ain't got no shoes on, and she's got her feet sitting up in Joey's chair, and it's just mud all in Joey. She's like, where is there even mud at? Like, it's like, just go play. So sometimes these kids that don't want to do nothing, they cause more problems than they know.
That is true. Just go with the flow for a week of your life. Just say yes.
Just have fun, man.
Just yes, I will try it. I will sweat a little bit. I will do whatever it needs to be done. So,
yeah.
First group.
My first one is the D1 athlete. They you like to have this person on your team, whether they are actually a D1 athlete or they think they are. So this goes both
that
ways.
could go into 2 categories there.
You can split this into 2 categories. You got one that really is the D1 athlete, and then you got the other one that thinks they're a D1 athlete and they're not athletic
at all.
So with that being said, the pro of having the actual D1 athlete on your team is you gonna win, baby.
You gonna win.
You gonna win. Like, and winning is fun. Like, you take some of those kids that don't want to do nothing, but they got the D1 athlete on their team, and we winning. We supporting. You know what I mean? We're gonna be a part and we're gonna participate.
That's it.
The problem is, they treat every game like it's Game 7 of the World Series. Like, this is the finals, and we gotta get it. We gotta win. And they typically tend to be, a showman.
All right.
Ball is
hog.
Life. Ball hog.
Yep.
Never let anybody else touch it.
Nobody else.
I remember last year watching kickball, or 2 years ago, that same year. We're playing kickball off in the corner, and this kid's going from pitching to catching the ball in left field, and nobody on his team moves. Nobody even moves. They kick the ball, and they're just watching him run. It's like, I don't even have to try. Like, we're gonna win because this guy's got it covered. The opposite of that, the con is that you don't win, and then you're making everybody frustrated because you are telling people like you're this athlete and you're carrying yourself like the other actual athletes, and you think we're gonna win, but it don't happen.
But then for those kids that think they are, like, when you actually see that they aren't, it's bad. Like, they carry themselves like, I can do this, and like then somebody kicks the ball and it hits them in the face and they can't catch it. Then it's like, It's not a good look.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, if you got them on your team, you're gonna win.
It works well for you,
and you were gonna like it. But you may not touch the ball or get to play.
No,
but you will win at the end of the day.
that's right.
The next one I got is high energy, low stamina. These kids come out the morning like running up and down the road for breakfast. Like they are just gone, and they living their best life. They go, but then you hit services and they go to sleep.
They're done, boy.
Like they running up and down the road. Services, they go to sleep. Soon as service is over, they're up again. It's like a power nap.
For kids, what time is breakfast?
Ooh, I want to say 7:45 maybe.
Yeah, and we get up there, 7?
Yeah.
I think it
7,
opens for
7:15,
staff
right.
at 7. We're walking up at 7 o'clock. They're like supposed to open it then. And these kids that you're talking about, the high energy, low stamina, are walking out. They done 8. And we're like, how'd you even get your food? Like, it's 7 o'clock and I'm walking up the stairs. How have you already eaten?
Yeah.
And as soon as it gets time for service,
They're out.
they gone.
They're gone.
They
There's
gone.
nothing you can. I'm like, dude, you were just running, like eating candy, and now you're gone. But then they're also the kids that when it comes for lights out, they are wide open once again. And you're like, dude.
They get that second, third win, baby.
They do. It's like, stop it. Like, spread it out. Like, pace yourself a little bit.
I'm talking about eating the candy in the morning time. One of my favorite kids, especially when we were doing, as the youth pastor, we're just taking our group on a trip or whatever. The snack smuggler.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that kid. I remember one time we're going. I guess I should do the pro and con before I tell the story. The pro is this kid. They ain't never going hungry. You ain't got to worry about have you eaten. Like some of these kids, they go all day and they're just playing. They're go
Right.
and whatever. You realize, oh man, you haven't eaten anything. They ain't gonna go hungry. The problem is at the end of the day, their bunk, their whole room looks like a daggum convenience store. Like
Right.
they got everything. You're attracting all the bugs. Like we are in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to throw the trash away. But there's also the snack smuggler that also is entrepreneur.
Nah.
And they be out there in the hallway selling
They
snacks.
selling
I remember my Johnny, I call him, my brother-in-law who was on recently, when he was a chaperone for his church before he came on staff. I think I've shared before. He goes all out.
Right.
He's getting all the snacks, figuring out what everybody wants. Well, he's got this one kid that's holding this book bag, and he's obviously looking suspicious. So Johnny's like, what's in the book bag, man?
Right.
And he's like, I'm thinking, he done brought something he ain't supposed to bring. Well, he done went into the snacks that Johnny brought for his room and put it in this book bag, and he is selling them in the hallway. Johnny
Smart
bought
man.
and paid for all of his food, and he's selling these snacks.
Entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah. He's making money, baby. He's like, I don't want these snacks. I'm making them money.
That's going to make me some money. But that goes to another one on here. Is the kid, which that kid was not because he was making money.
Yeah.
But you always have the kid that
Yeah.
shows up at camp that is broke on the first day.
Oh, yeah.
They spend the parents will send them with $25 and it's gone. They spend it all.
All of it.
All of it. So you get everything you want. It's the pro. But you have 3 more days until you go home.
And you ain't got nothing.
And you ain't got nothing. You're begging your friends to buy you a 25-cent Airhead. Now, if you pay, which they usually don't, because when they go broke on the first day, they eat all the candy on the first day.
That's right.
Which some of these kids we've talked about before, like they don't get to eat sugar. There's some kids that their parents don't let them eat sugar at home, but when they come to the snack bar, it's fair game.
No doubt.
So they see that and they just go all out, but they also probably buy their friends stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you like that guy?
They're often generous with it. Like
They
they
are.
ain't never had no money in their life,
Right.
and their mama sent them with some money, and they're like, "Hey, you want something?"
Yep. Yeah, and some of these kids still have to eat. Even when we did youth at the very beginning, we would stop for lunch on the way home.
Yeah.
They don't have no money. They don't, and then most of the time these kids won't tell you they don't have any money.
Yeah.
So they just don't eat at all, and then it's like you should have told me. So
Yeah.
but anyway, they broke.
My group, when we leave kids camp, my group stops on the way home to eat. And the first year I was at the church I'm at now, we had our merge parent meeting or whatever, and the lady that runs the kids while I'm on staff, while
Right.
she has them, she's in charge. She kind of spoke up at the end of the meeting and was like, if you don't think your child can keep up with their money, put your money in an envelope, put their
Right.
name on it, give it to me. I'll take care of that. Alleviates I spent all my money on the first day.
Right.
But afterwards she said, and if you don't think they can handle it, inside that envelope, put a little baggie with, $10, $15 in it, or, $10, so that on the way home, we can make sure they have
Right.
money so that they can eat on the way home, which we ain't going to let a kid not eat.
That's
like
right.
you're saying. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
see them over there sitting there not eating. You ask them, hey, you not hungry? They say, no. Or do you have money? And they're
Right.
like, no. It's like, come on, I'm going to buy you some food.
Right.
But when we got done, I asked her, I said, do you know that from experience, it feels like? And she was like, oh, yeah. First year we came to camp, she said we stopped to eat afterwards, and not a single child had any money to eat on the way home. She said they spent it all at camp,
They
which, part of that's our fault. We be selling T-shirts and sweatshirts and hats, and they look good and they want it.
Fault. Yeah, I guess it's our fault for creating things that they want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't mad about it.
Yeah, no, we do. So we will have a merchandise store at camp and a snack bar. Snack bar is typical cost of things. We don't overcharge for
We are we're cheap.
We're cheaper than
Everybody else.
yes.
Let's
we'll
just
just
say
leave
it
it
like
at
that.
But we do have sweatshirts, T-shirts, hats. We're creating all those too. So, but yeah, so those kids, there will be a kid or two who goes through all of their money on the very first day.
The next one is one of my favorite memories of camp every single year. I don't know what the difference between these two are. You have on here a yeller and a screamer. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the difference is, but
well, my wife will tell me there is a difference in yelling and screaming.
yeah, I've been told that too.
But I don't remember the.
I don't
what it
remember
was.
what it is either.
I don't remember.
My wife told me the same thing. But your son, Levi, who was on
He was
last
on,
week,
yeah.
at camp, he is a yeller.
Right.
And he's not yelling at people.
I see the difference.
What's the difference?
So a yeller is like your like the yeller, like Levi, he yells for games and all that.
Yeah.
Screamer is that kid that's sitting in the audience that you tell them to say something or to respond, and it's that high pitch.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, we didn't ask you to do that. Like, we just want you to
I guess
respond
I should
like
have read
everybody else.
this. So the yeller is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the pro is everybody knows when you're around, and a lot of times you life for the part.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? People enjoy being around this kid. The con is, which is my favorite. This is why this is one of my favorite kids. Is after that first day they can't talk.
I can't talk.
They cannot talk, and their voice is so low and raspy that you're like, it is so funny to me. I
Pace
love
yourself.
it. Yeah.
Like, you ain't got to go all out the first day.
Last year, for camps, we had kids. We ride up on Sunday. The staff does Monday through Thursday, and then Friday started youth camp, and it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
And Levi can't talk. And I was like, bro, you got a whole nother camp to go to.
Yep.
What are you going to do? By the end of it, his voice was so shot. It was great. I love it. I love the yeller.
Yeah.
The screamer does bother me a little bit. Since we're on the topic,
Right.
we'll go on and
We'll go ahead and hit the
screamer.
screamer. So, like I said, the screamer is like you yell for your team. And,
Yeah.
like, it's like, yeah, and everybody's cheering. But there's that one kid who is high pitched, like squealing
Yeah.
almost on purpose.
On purpose.
So everybody knows what team you're on.
Yeah,
everybody
it's-
knows that you have the
I guess that's a
answer.
pro.
I guess, yes. But it's like you don't have to do that. Like you can just scream and cheer like everybody else.
I have little dogs at my house, and when they bark, it doesn't bother me.
Right.
When somebody comes up, they get that high pitch
Yeah,
bark,
yeah.
and it makes me want to punt them across the room.
You can't
not
say that.
Not that I want to punt a kid,
Or
but
an animal.
oh, I can say that. It's my dog. It's my dog. If I want to, I didn't say I did it. Yeah, there's probably gonna be some emails about that.
There you go. So we both.
I am what I am, Daniel Cook.
Right. With both of these, like you do have a. It made me think of losing your voice. Like there's been some years that, like I start to lose my voice, but I remember, I think it was when Ryan was leading worship, and I've seen them other places too. Like they lose their voice and they have this spray
Yeah.
that's like spit spray. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
I think it's called throat coat.
yes. Nah, I would never
Doesn't
use it.
sound good.
It does not. Does not. So I'm like, nope. I just won't be able to talk. I'm not. It's like a thick, like a no, can't do
Yeah.
that. So
So in line with the yeller and the screamer is the sing off key guy.
man,
Here's my all right.
That's-
The pro.
this is a hard one.
The pro is your heart's in the right place.
That's right.
And you're worshiping, and you have a desire to sing to Jesus.
That's right.
The con is sometimes it can be a distraction.
And it depends on how the person handles.
If they have that heart of worship and their desire is to worship Jesus, and you recognize you're hearing something, and you look over and you see the culprit, and their eyes are closed, their hands are up,
Right.
they're in it. Whether that's exactly how they look or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
Their
Yeah.
eyes could be open.
They're
But my point is,
actually-
when you
you
know,
can
all
tell.
right, they're worshiping, it settles you, and it's no longer a distraction. It might have distracted you for a second. You're like, all right, like I can get over this. The ones that are doing it on purpose
right.
bothers the mess out of me.
That whole like hold the note longer than everybody else.
Yeah.
Like 3 seconds longer, they're holding the note. Or
Yes.
like it.
So with this being said, where I sit in church, there's people around me that sing beautifully, and there's people around me that don't.
Mm-hmm.
And when you know the person, it doesn't distract you as much because you know what their heart is.
Right.
Like they're just wanting
Right.
to sing.
Yeah.
I know I can't sing,
That's fair.
and I'm slightly self-conscious about it. So that if I find myself above the music, I'll bring it back down a little bit. It's like I ain't gonna sing this quite as loud. Now there's other people that it don't bother them. They're worshiping.
That's
They are worshiping, so it don't matter that you hear them and they don't sound good.
Right.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Which again, that should not be the distraction that it is sometimes. I
It
get
is.
it that sometimes it is a
Right.
distraction. It shouldn't be because they're worshiping, and you should be free to worship how you want to worship. Where it actually becomes a problem is I'm doing this to be seen,
That's right.
and it's about you and not about Jesus.
That's right. Yeah. Because I cannot sing either. But like you said, like I know.
I like to.
I like.
But I ain't no good at it.
I get all the words wrong. But I also keep it down a little bit. But I mean, not everybody can sing, and some people, like you said, they worship and they're all in, off key, all of that, and that's cool. But when it's attention grabbing or that kind of distraction, then
Sometimes I'll be singing in the car, whether it's worship or secular music. I'll notice that now I'm the only one singing. And so I look back and my kids are like, Dad. I'm like, bro, just join in with me.
yes,
It's
sing.
fun to sing. Like,
Right.
it's enjoyable. Just sing, man. Who cares
right.
what you sound like? Which my wife and my children sing well. So it's probably frustrating.
it's just
for
you
them.
because they're going, dude,
you suck.
you're one of these people that don't need to be singing. So then we got the lost kid. As the name says, the lost kid. They get extra steps.
Oh, yeah.
because they are all over the place.
They getting their exercise in at camp, baby.
They are. The con is you're never where you're supposed to be. Like, no matter how well, and I've had these kids. No matter how well your leaders are, this kid will always be missing.
Yeah.
For a little
these
bit.
kids are, I don't know if I'm sure there's a better term. This probably doesn't. Anyways, they're slippery.
Yeah.
They're right in the middle of the group where they're supposed to be. And then the next thing you know, they done slipped out and you're like, where did he go? You know, a lot of times this kid is it kind of can go back and forth. Sometimes this kid's real quiet,
Right.
and they slip off because they're quiet. But a lot of times it's not.
It's not.
They're part of the yeller, the life of the party.
Right.
They're in it, and then the group gets quiet, and you're
you
like,
go, uh-oh.
wait,
Something-
wait, he's gone again.
Something's not right. Yeah, the funniest, which I've told the story before, was we had a kid. Student Life did an after party.
Oh yeah.
And we couldn't find a kid. Excuse me. And the dude was on stage dancing at the after party. Like, we were up in the room. Like, we were probably those days in Mountain Ridge, so we were a long way away.
Yeah.
So we jumped in golf carts and everybody took off, and the dude's on stage dancing. And I'm
Nice.
like, hey man, at least you're somewhat where you're supposed to
Yeah,
be.
well, you're safe.
That's
You
right.
know, you're at least you're safe. You're with
Right.
other people that you're not lost in the woods somewhere. You're
Right.
safe.
You're safe.
These types of students make me laugh. You got the camp romance expert. You got there's kind of two sides of this one too.
Right.
You got the one that's there for their camp crush, and then you got
You
the
gonna
one
find 'em.
that's the go between. Like, they know everybody's business. They know who's liking who and all that. So, I guess a pro is you know all the relationship status before breakfast. You know
that's right.
who's liking who and what. Like, you're in tune with the people.
Right.
You know, is I guess a pro. But by Wednesday, started 3 relationships, ended 2, and somehow you've become everyone's therapist. Like, you're the one that's involved with everyone and putting out fires, and it's comical to watch. I remember being a teenager.
That's right.
It's a thing. Like, I'm hating because it's funny as an adult.
Right.
But it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It happens, and it's
And
funny
you can
for me to
watch
watch.
it. And it happens every year.
This is more so with youth, but it's
Right.
kind of infiltrated kids a little bit.
My.
Last
Yes.
year at the Christmas in July party, there was a whole drama going down with a couple of the older kids and
yeah.
stuff. And you're like, bro, you're a
You're
kid. Leave it
sixth
alone. Who
grade.
cares? Run around with your glow stick.
Yeah. I wonder if you're listening, has a camp romance ever made it?
That's a good question.
Like, did you find? Because we all, I guess, somewhat have them. I don't really remember a whole lot from when I was a teenager. If I had, I'm sure there were people you see, and which back then when I was in youth, and yes, you call me old all the time. I didn't get.
Y'all didn't have no cell phone.
We
or
did not.
nothing.
We didn't. I didn't get a cell phone until I graduated high school and got ready to go to college
Yeah.
in 2000. So when I was
in kindergarten.
so when I was going to youth camps, like, we had to write each other letters. So I didn't have a beeper. Some people might have had a beeper or pager or whatever. But yeah, there was no cell phone. Like, hey, let me get your
Definitely
snap.
dated yourself there.
Oh, I mean, because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, dude, we had to get like address.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
had to write a letter.
hey girl, let me get your address.
Let me get your address. So there's no, hey, what's your snap, or hey, let me send you a text so we can keep up, because I think that's maybe gives a possibility that some of these camp romances actually could last. Because with me, once you write a letter and it takes however many days to get there, then if they write back and by then
You're like, wait, who's this?
Right. You're like, I liked you. I don't even remember what you look like. So
when I was in the youth group, we went to, I think it was MFuge
yeah,
at Mobile University.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go to like where service was, it was like this big old auditorium. Okay, and so you had to walk down these steps and then cross this little road to get to it, and these steps were like, it's like kind of like stadium steps where it's, you know, a long, you take 2 steps and then it's a short step.
Yeah,
So it's long and short, going down this hill. Well, this girl that was, you know, she was cute. She bit the dust. All right. And she, you know, everybody knew it because, you know, she was cute. So the guys in the youth group were like, go talk to her. So I kind of run up there all smooth, and I'm like, hey, are you the girl? And as I said girl, I ran smack into a light pole. I'm talking about, she's on the sidewalk. I'm trying to get up to her. She's got her little posse around her. And when I'm telling you, I smacked this pole. And it was like what you see on a cartoon. Like my arms go forward, my face stuck, my right foot's planted, my left foot and both my arms go forward. And I just slide down the pole. Shawty didn't even look back. She just kept on.
You just fell too, by the way. I don't know why you think you better than me.
Yeah,
I was gonna say y'all must have been like a match made in heaven. Like,
no, we were never had another conversation with her.
She just kept on.
The light at the top would end up being crooked. Like I smacked that pole, bro. Nice. I was moving.
Well, to go along with the camp romance expert, we kind of talked about it. The camp crusher. The pro to this person is they have a good chance to find someone who loves Jesus. But the con is it won't last longer than the week of camp, which maybe it does. But you have those, and I don't know. I mean,
it's set up better today.
It is
to last.
It is, but you do have those kids. That's why they go to youth camp.
That is true.
Like they go and they think, "Ooh, we're going to see these other churches," and maybe that's not exactly why they're going, but that's a thought in their mind.
It's a part of it.
Like, hey, I wonder who I'm going to see. I wonder who I'm going to talk to. I wonder if it goes like, because guys, I would say guys do that. I wonder if girls do that. Like they go to camp thinking, hey, there's going to be guys there, and they're.
I am not a female, so I can't really answer the question. I don't know. Good question. I don't know.
Is that just a guy thing?
Yep.
The girls like,
probably.
I mean, you would think like the girls, because you hear when you talk to teenagers about dating, we can't find people that love Jesus. There's not these kind of, because you tell them don't date somebody that don't love Jesus. So maybe they do come in with like, hey, there's 300 teenagers here. There's a good chance they're going to be cute, and there's going to be somebody that loves Jesus.
It could happen.
So you're saying there's a chance.
One of the other ones that kind of drive me crazy. Less now that I'm on staff and I'm not running small groups.
Yeah.
But I feel for our small group leaders as they're trying to teach these kids about Jesus, mainly in youth. It happens with kids as well, but the phone addict. The good thing is they got great pictures. They get great videos of camp.
You don't miss anything.
When we say, hey, upload your pictures here, we get some fantastic shots. Problem is, you miss half of what's going on because you are trying to post about what's going on and you have no clue what's actually happening.
Right.
You know, we're taking the pictures and we're typing and all of that stuff and whatever else they're doing, talking to their friends that ain't there.
That's right.
The phone addict is a little bit frustrating to see.
So
you know, when we were in ministry together at the same church and we'd go on trips, we had a basket in every van.
Right.
And when we got in there, hey, text your parents, tell them we're headed out, pass up your phones.
Right.
And it was all, and they talked to one another.
That's right.
Or, wonderful for the driver, they
went to sleep.
Even
better.
It's a win-win for Luke, you know? Like,
That's right.
we're listening to the radio, or, you know, I may play a song, or I'm driving, so my wife might play a song on the speaker, through the speakers, and everybody's singing together.
Right.
They're giving requests. Like, there's a bonding that takes place there that doesn't take place if they're all individually on their phones.
Yes.
But with that being said, the addiction to phones today is
a
little bit much.
And the problem, you're almost in a spot where I would just love to say, you can't bring your phone.
Can't bring it. Can't have it.
But
Don't do it.
parents today, That ain't happening.
Oh yeah.
That ain't happening. And if you take the phones up, we even had it one time. You took the phones up. Well, if one gets dropped, that you took my phone and you dropped it and you broke it and this and that and all that. But you can't say for most of them. You can to some of them. Put your phones up and they actually put them up.
Right.
Because now they got watches or they got AirPods and like you can still listen. And I don't see my phone, but I'm listening to music. So
I remember last year at youth camp, one of the leaders came up to me and was like, "Look, we start a small group, and this kid pulls out his AirPods, puts one in each ear as we're getting started." And she's like, "What am I supposed to do?" I'm like, "Tell them, put them up.
Right.
Put those in your pocket. And if it is a problem, tell me, and I'll talk to his leader, or you talk to the leader.
Right.
Like, we can deal with this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to let them sit there with their AirPods in, but unfortunately, it is a thing. At the church I'm at now, the college group, it really started when they were in high school. Now it's mainly those ones that are in college age now, but even some of the high schoolers. When we go to merge, I don't typically make them put their phones up now. Yeah. I just kind of let it ride. But what I've noticed is they genuinely, the merge kids. So it's some, I said Somerville kids. It's some Somerville. You got some from a bunch of different churches. I typically drive the girls' vans for whatever reason. And on the way up there, they have their phones, and they're all playing a game on their phone.
Right.
Like together, being, bonding. And I love that. If you can use your phone in that way, like, I love it. It's great, but the one that's can't get off of it during camp is.
I will say, in all the years of ministry, I've only had one student tell me they wasn't giving their phone or they wasn't getting off their phone.
Yeah.
So 99% of kids, you say, hey, put your phones up.
They do.
Hey, we're done. We don't have that problem. But I did have one student look at me one time, and I was like, pass your phones up. And they went, no. And I was like, excuse me?
Who you thinking?
She's like, I'm not giving you my phone. And I was like, and really, what do you do? I'm on a trip. Yes, I'm the adult. But if this student's like, no, I'm not giving you my phone, like, so
here's
I was like,
what you do. Get out.
I said, well, I'm going to tell you this. Either you're going to give me your phone or you're not coming back on a trip with me again.
Ever.
She gave me her phone.
I bet she did.
So that's pretty much all that we kind of talked about.
Look how awkward this is now. You had to get punked out on the church van.
Right. Just give your phone up for a couple of hours while we're driving. So those are the type of students you see at camp. Once again, for camp experience, these are kids that you need to have. You got to be there. That's part of it as part of being a kid. The screamer who is a high-pitched screaming sound, like you're a kid. Like that's what you do. Yeah. Like we get it. Sleeping in service, we would
prefer that you didn't.
But
hope
that you don't. But sometimes it happens. So
the cool thing is looking over this list. I've noticed since we've talked about the one more thing guy, I'll be doing that. I would have never labeled myself as that, but here I am doing it again. Anyways, one more thing. All of these different kids, as some of them it's easier to deal with, some more difficult. They all need Jesus.
That's right.
And so why the leader is so important is we got to reach all these kids. And so we need different leaders to be able to reach the different kids. And that doesn't mean that throughout the week of camp, nobody's ever, getting on to anybody.
Right.
There's kids still do things they shouldn't do, and you got to correct and whatever. But all of these kids need Jesus, not just the easy ones to deal with.
Right. Well, and the different types of leaders deal with different types of kids better.
Oh yeah.
I don't want a kid. I can't deal with them. I'm like, no, you're going. Like, go. I don't want to. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But
fine, sit over there and not have fun.
Right. That's the way you want to be. So some of them, like, I deal with better because of my personality, and that kind of goes with the leaders. Like the types of leaders are there to deal with the different types of kids because we all have different personalities, and patience and
Yeah.
different things.
Well, and you see it at different times. You got a leader with the arm around the kid or the youth, and they're like giving them that heart to heart. You know,
Right.
I've been known to have that heart to heart with a D1 athlete. Hey man, you need to chill out. Like,
right.
we're at camp. This isn't football camp. This ain't soccer camp. This ain't like this is youth camp.
Right.
This is about Jesus, brother. Like,
Right.
if you win this thing, nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares.
Nobody cares. Just chill out and have fun. Or the one that goes and puts the arm around the kid, don't want to do nothing, and encourages them, hey, let's give it a shot.
Right.
You know, at the end of this, if you still don't enjoy it and you don't want to do it tomorrow, don't do it tomorrow.
Right.
But most of the time, if they give
If
in
they
and
do
go
it,
do it, they're going to do it.
They're going to enjoy it. So yeah, we are getting, like we said, closer to camp. It is coming about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe less than a month away. So we're excited to see the leaders. We will be standing up by the snack bar watching all the different types of leaders,
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
laughing, like making comments. But
not judging, just
Just having a good
observing.
then, and then the kids, you're going to see them if you're coming to camp. Just know that, and this is probably a small number of different types of kids you'll
Oh
see.
yeah, there's a lot
whole
more.
lot more.
There's a lot
so,
more.
Thank you for joining us this week. We will be back again next week. But like I said, we're getting closer to camp. Things have to be bought to make camp happen.
Yeah,
We do have people that have supported us, and thank you to those people.
for sure.
But if you want to help us get over the edge, help us to get there, we do have last-minute things we're buying to make camp successful. But also we do rent sound and lights and different stuff that cost. So if you want to contribute, you may not be able to come to camp, but you can pray for us or give. We have Give Butter. You can mail us a check. That information's on the website, merge-ministries.com. And if you want to write us an email, tell us something we missed or something we got wrong,
Yeah.
like, send it on. We will read it.
If you are kind of, excuse me, if you're on the fence of, I like, some of the things I'm hearing, I want to give, but I'm not fully on board yet. What we tell everybody is come to camp.
Come to camp.
Experience it, come for the day, and just watch and get involved, participate, however you want to do that. Send us an email. We actually
Yes.
are doing that this year. We're getting that set up to where if you want to come and see what camp is like, say maybe you already are a donor, but you've never experienced camp. Come to camp this
Right.
year. Send us an email. We'll get you set up on all the details that you need for that. Once you're there and you experience it and you see the kids and the leaders and the sound, the lights, and the service and worship and all of the things that we do, it pulls on your heartstrings a little bit. I ain't gonna lie
That's
to you. It's worth it.
That's
So come check us out if you're kind of
Yeah.
wondering.
Yeah, we invite you to. But like I said, send us an email to let us know that so we can get it set up. We can look for you, tell you where to meet us, all that good stuff.
Sure.
But yes, come check us out. Kids or youth. Kids camp is July 6th through the 9th. Youth camp's July 16th through the 19th. So pray for us as we go forward, especially.
Definitely need that.
But if you want to, if you want to help out, there's a lot of ways you can do that. So until next week, we hope you have a great week, and we will be back next week.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.